Ride through Houston, Texas, flexing, rolling through the SWAT. Repping for the city, hear 'em in the parking lot. Houston written across the jersey, ain't gon' never stop. Just fans got me tuning in, waiting for the drop. Astros, Texas, Rockets, Dynamo, they coming with it. When they pull up, got the city sitting on a fitted. Straight up A-Leaf, hold it down, ain't gon' never quit it. Just fans got me tuning in, let my dogs get it. Southwest A-Leaf, Texas, throw down here and it's so infectious. We ride for the Houston Astros, Rockets, Dynamo, and them Texans.
What's going on, everybody? It's Carlos, your host of the Just Fans podcast, and I'm joined here by my most reliable co-host who never misses, even though I want him to miss, Rios. How's it going, bud?
Konnichiwa. Brush it up on my Japanese. That job's gonna be mine.
You don't even know what you said. Quit playing. Anyway, we got Rios in the house, and today we're supposed to have Poppy on, but we're waiting for him to swing by. He says his computer's restarting. Excuses.
He didn't pay the bill.
Yeah, he didn't pay the bill. The boy rent was due. No. Anyway, today we got the one and only Khalil. Khalil Dawsey. How's it going, man?
Great. Thank you for having me on.
No problem. Khalil Dawsey, I apologize. Man, how are you doing right now? I know, we were talking a little bit off air, and you were telling me you had your pro day. Talk to us, man. How do you feel that you did in your pro day as a player going in? I'm sure that must have been nerve-wracking, but how did you feel? What was your mentality, your mental state going in, man?
Definitely. To start off, it was definitely a little nerve-wracking at the beginning, but once I kind of settled down and realized this is something I've been working towards and something I've been, dreaming about for a long time now, I just kind of, let the instincts and, everything take over and realize it's a lot of the stuff that, I've been doing my whole life. So, I kind of settled down and just went out there, and I felt like I performed, pretty well. I did pretty good out there. In the 40, there wasn't any real consensus because, there wasn't. I think there was only like 2 official clocks out there or something. So I think I got somewhere near the late 4.5s, early 4.6 range, which is,
nice.
a step off of which, my best, I believe, was like a 4.54. But, it was still a great experience. Vertical went pretty well. Vert jumped like a 37. Broad jump was a 10.11. So I was happy with that. 3 cones, a 7 flat. So yeah, I got some pretty good marks, and something I think I can build some traction with for sure.
There you go, man. So you kind of just took it as a, hey man, it's a regular day. I like a little concerned, but hey man, I was like, just a regular work day for me, right?
Try my best to at the end of the day, get back to it.
Of course.
Oh, well, I guess was there any scouts from like the NFL teams out there?
Yes, of the scouts I saw were the Ravens, the Saints, and the Panthers. So some guys fairly local to Delaware, a lot of the closest teams. I think I saw an Eagle scout out there somewhere. He didn't stay for long, but I did see him check in, so that was good. But yeah, it was definitely good to get out there in front of some teams. And there's 32 teams in the NFL I like to play for, so just having anybody out there is a great for me.
Oh, of course, some great exposure for you, man. Really quick, we got a comment for you already. Next Shift podcast. They're awesome dudes out there. They're saying, Khalil D, welcome. So there you go. Oh, welcome to the show.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, man. So did you, by any chance, were you able to talk to any of them or anything like that, or no?
Yeah, I talked to a couple of them. The Ravens, I talked to them the most extensively. I felt like. We had some good conversation. They said they liked a lot of what I brought on film. So hopefully conversations with them continue in the future. But yeah, they were really, I feel like, the team that was most interested in me at the time.
Oh, nice. All right.
Not bad. Stay close to home.
I wouldn't be mad at it.
Go home for dinner every night.
No, but so I guess as far as in the secondary, what position do you feel the most comfortable playing?
Yeah, I've got a lot of I feel like I've got a lot of experience playing a lot of different roles in the secondary. I'm primarily a corner, so I'm pretty comfortable on the outside, but in the future I feel like I project more, as either a nickel or fairly rangy for somebody my size. So I could see myself on the back end at safety even more so. But really, nickel and corner are where I have the most experience out of college.
There you go. So is there anybody like once you get to the pro level? That's right. We're keeping it positive. Once you get to the pro level here, what is there somebody that you look forward to going one-on-one against in the league?
I mean, the league, that's the best of the best. There's all types of talent up there. I'm not partial to anybody. I mean, whoever the wide receiver on the team is, that's I like to see him just to kind of see where kind of have a benchmark of where I am, coming in. But guys like Ayuk, Renfro, obviously Devontae Adams, Keenan Allen, just technicians and route runners, guys who I think are the best at their craft. Going against guys like that, I think would be great for just my overall development.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely. We'd like to see you go off against some of these guys. Might give them a little bit of run for their money or whatnot, right?
Right.
Hey, you gotta go in confident regardless.
Yeah, you need to at that level. I'm sure you need to because they're like you said, they're the best of the best.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this guy's definitely keep on your toes. So you're originally from Michigan. Did you grow up a Lions fan, or what team did you grow up rooting for?
I did. I grew up a Lions fan. It was rough for those first the first 22 of my 23 years. It was definitely rough. But this past season, it was real cool to see them kind of enjoy the success we've been missing for so long. Growing up a fan of them, but. This next period coming up, I can't say that I'm a fan anymore, but it definitely grew up for support.
Nice.
Oh yeah, definitely. So right now, I know that you had your pro day. So, I know you're still training, obviously, to get some more exposure right now. What does your daily routine look like for you as you're still in this particular, because you're still in this transitionary period or whatnot? What does your daily routine look like for you?
I mean, really kind of being caught in this middle area in between pro day and the draft is really most of my day is spent training and recovering, honestly. Just making sure I'm prepared if I get called up for a private workout or, that something like that where I have to, be face to face with some of these guys that, I will have, my future hanging in the balance. So really just trying to stay ready, stay prepared. Like I could go out and play tomorrow is kind of been my mentality going in. So yeah, just training right now and eating.
Basically staying on your toes, right, in case you get that call or whatnot.
Yes, sir.
That's got to be like a little nerve-wracking, just waiting for like that phone call, just kind of like, but still doing your thing at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, the uncertainty of it all is definitely a little nerve-wracking, but it's part of the process. And this is what I signed up for. Is what I asked for. So, I'm grateful to be in the position overall.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you went to high school in Michigan and then you went to Harvard. Was it a big adjustment going from Michigan to Boston, Massachusetts?
Yeah. I won't lie to you. It was a complete
Harvard.
Yeah, it was a complete 180. Going from honestly, just going from a public school to Harvard, that just kind of the culture shift, getting adjusted to that was one of the biggest learning curves. But you learn to deal with it, you learn the culture, and overall it was a good place for me to be.
So I know you're talking about the culture or whatnot. So how after you spent a while you were in Harvard and then I believe you graduated from Harvard, right? Did you ended up going to University of Delaware? How was that change from Harvard to like Delaware, like as far as the culture is concerned, from Harvard to Delaware? Because it's got to be different, right?
Yeah, no, it's definitely different in the sense of the school. Just the vibe of the school is different, and I would definitely say Delaware puts a lot more individual focus into the football program itself, whereas Harvard kind of at least tries to allocate their resources to each program as equally as they can. So I definitely think the football culture at Delaware is just a little bit stronger as far as like alumni base and that type of thing. So it's definitely a culture shift in that way. But at the end of the day, you know, it was ball is ball. Like, you know, it was all football. It's all high level D1 college football. So you don't really notice that much of a difference as far as, you know, on field, you know, things. But yeah, as far as off the field and outside culture, yeah, it's definitely a completely different places.
Awesome.
Yeah, so talk to us a little bit about, you know, going to like an Ivy League school, because we never met anyone that's been to the Ivy League school. I know it's a much different culture there. Like, talk to us a little bit about, you know, what's like the day-to-day going to school at Harvard.
I walked by one. Not been in. I walked by one, and that's because I was in the wrong place.
That's got to count for something, man.
Yeah. Now go ahead, man. Sorry.
Nah, going to school at an Ivy, it's definitely, you learn a lot, obviously. That's just the biggest focus of the school, is ensuring that you leave with all types of education. And that's not just, you know, in the classroom, but outside of the classroom. I feel like that's where I learned, you know, the best lessons and the most applicable lessons, honestly, to you know, just life. You know, there's so many different cultures, there's so many different types of people, and it's the most diverse atmosphere and environment I've ever been in, as far as, you know, people from different socioeconomic status, people from different ethnicities. So you really learn kind of a lot about the world just by going to school with people, with all different types of people each and every day. And, you know, as far as the school aspect goes, they definitely make you earn it, I will say. You know, more sleepless nights than I would have asked for, I guess. But, you know, overall, they set you up to, you know, be wherever you want to be after graduation in whatever field you want to. So you definitely feel prepared afterwards. But, you know, getting through it, that gets difficult at times.
I bet. How did you you know, speaking of, you know, things sometimes that get a little difficult, how did you manage like your athletic responsibilities and other outside like recreational and non-recreational activities during, you know, Harvard or during you were at Delaware? How did you manage kind of like both? Because I feel like you almost dedicate yourself to the game itself. How were you able to do just other things or enjoy your free time and, you know, while you're in you were in either or programs, either in Harvard or at Delaware?
Yeah, I mean, especially, you know, at Harvard and just coming in as an 18, 19-year-old, the most difficult part about going to college, in my opinion, was finding a rhythm and just figuring out how to properly allocate your time so that, you know, you're as efficient as possible. Because at the end of the day, the teachers, you know, they still expect production in the classroom. Like you're not a student athlete like you know, or any of the other students. So just finding that rhythm and finding that time in between 5 a.m. workouts and, you know, 10 a.m. classes to get some rest, get some food, and just kind of get off my feet and relax for a little while. That will make all the difference in, you know, my day and my production during the day. So really just executing and really maximizing your free time, I felt like was the best way to kind of get into a rhythm and just, you know, juggle all the stuff you had to do as a student athlete up there.
Oh yeah, you definitely need your free time. You need that time to clear your mind from everything in order to get better, man.
and you know, as a procrastinator, kind of had to get out of those bad habits because, you know, it was
it's easy
to get lost quick. So I had to stay on top of things. But, you know, you know, you definitely manage, and it's definitely manageable at the end of the day.
So what would you say would be your favorite memory on the football field? It could either be high school or college. What would you say is like your favorite memory of playing football?
There's a couple. You know, in high school, I came up pretty big in a rivalry game in the last minute of the game during my junior year. So I feel like that's up there with the best moments. Just getting the game clinching interception in the last minute of the game.
Oh, nice.
Your rivalry game. That's something you kind of never forget. So I definitely put that up there as the best moment. But a lot of great moments. Like this past season, I had a 9-tackle, 1-pick performance against New Hampshire. I got a CAA Player of the Week. I feel like that was a pretty memorable performance. I also had a game with 2 picks and a 100-yard pick six against Campbell this past year, which was.
We'll see that. We'll see that clip. Was I got some a clip on it, and I was like, "Wow, this is awesome." I was like, "Dude, I would have been tired at the 20-yard line."
Definitely. What are
I picked it up. Oh, so yeah, I saw that clip. I was like, "Wow, there you go." Oh, and then you got another comment. You got your shout outs, bro. Doing it for the fam. You a soldier. Yes.
My boy.
There you go, man. So let me ask you this: you graduated from Harvard, and I saw some of your pictures. How proud was a fan when you knowing you were a Harvard graduate?
Yeah, I mean, they're my biggest support system, so they're a big reason why I went in the first place, and just trying to bring some of the stuff I learned back to them. So they have undying support, endless support from my family. They keep me going. So of course I was happy that they were proud of me, but really just proud of myself that that's something they bring back and give back to them, something substantive. So yeah, they were endlessly proud of me, and I was grateful to be able to give them that moment.
Oh yeah, 100%. I saw your pictures. I was like, oh man, I feel like an Instagram stalker. Like, oh look at that, yeah, there you go. But no, those amazing pictures. I had to ask you that. I was like, it look. You can see the look on your family's eyes, and they're just like so proud of you on that moment.
Thank you.
And I can always say my son is a Harvard graduate.
Yeah.
It's a line my mom uses pretty often now. But
have you met my son, the Harvard graduate?
Harvard graduate.
He tried to use it against you. Hey, it's time to put up the dishes, but mom, I'm a Harvard graduate. That doesn't matter. Go.
She's still gonna expect the dishes to get done either way.
Oh yeah, exactly, 100%. All right, so I want to put some. Oh, go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry.
No, I said that never changes. I'm almost 40. I still got the dishes that I go to my mom, so that never changes.
Comes with it.
Yeah, that exactly. That doesn't change. Give me 1 second. I want to show a little bit of your highlight. It's I'm sure you know which one it is. It says Khalil Dawsey, cornerback, Delaware, 2024. And just kind of we're gonna look at these and just kind of tell us, hey, what's going on or what happened, or give us maybe a little backstory on these particular plays or whatnot that are going through. Let me take the sound off because we don't want to get canceled by YouTube. Hold on. All right, y'all see the screen?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right. So you're somewhere back here. That's all I know.
Yeah, I'm on the left side of the screen.
Oh, this is the 100, the pick, right?
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah. All right, look at this.
Yeah.
There it is. You got it. Interception. Look at this.
Yeah.
Gone.
Definitely.
Just completely gone. As soon as I jumped, I would have been tired. I don't know how you did it. That stamina.
You had to see you wearing the little oxygen mask on the sideline.
For sure. Definitely started to die out a little at the 10 there. I was grateful to make it in. I thought for sure I was going to be on the wrong side of a highlight for a second there, but
there it is. It's a cleaner. It's a cleaner angle of it.
Yeah, I mean sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to ask you, like, so what did you see, like pre-snap? Like, what did you like? I guess you were reading the quarterback's eyes, like, kind of break it down for us a little bit.
So yeah, I seen the motion across the field already the first time, so I was noticing once he came back across, I was figuring something was probably up, and we were actually in man on that play, but once I felt like I had good enough leverage towards the outside here, like once you see in motion now, I feel like I had pretty good leverage. Yeah, right here. Once I see right here, I have pretty good leverage to break downfield. I break my eyes off to the quarterback. See, he's not looking to my man, so I just look around to see who else is in the area. See the tight end behind me, just tried to undercut it, and from there it was just green grass and not getting caught.
There you go. Okay. All right, let's keep seeing some more. Okay.
That quarterback tried to catch you, like, nope.
Yeah, nah. Couldn't let the quarterback catch me.
Right there.
Yeah, there he just tried to sneak it over my head. I had to stay disciplined, drop back into my zone, pop right to me.
Right there. Wow. Bam. So is that like, did you like on that particular play, are you kind of like baiting him or what are you doing in that particular play? Just wondering.
Yeah, I figure, he's not seeing me underneath, like he's trying to look behind me. I noticed
Because you're right here.
Yeah, he's staring me down, but not pulling trigger on anything in front of me. So once I know that, I just try to back up a little bit, just to feather my feet, give me a little space back, just in case he tried to pop it over my head and get it over top of me. And that's exactly kind of how it went. So
it's so funny because it looks like he just threw it right at you.
Yeah,
right. Yes, so thank you.
Yeah, nah, it did. It was definitely, right to where it needed to be. I'll say that.
Yeah. All right, let's say this. Oh, I see. I saw this, and then you're right in the back.
Yeah.
They try to go with that trick play.
Yeah, nah.
And you said, nah, not today. I love it.
So they had actually got us earlier in the game on the trick play. So I figured they would try at least go back to something else once they were down. But yeah, they hit us earlier on the flea flicker. So this time, once I saw the receiver wasn't going upfield, I was like,
ready for it.
Let it burn us again.
All right. Oh, Penn State.
Yeah.
Okay, this is against Penn State, and let me see. Okay, y'all are at the red zone here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, nowhere. Nowhere. You said, nah, not today.
Yeah, this was just here. I feel like I could have played this a little better. I feel like I backed up a little too deep in the end zone, but I reacted pretty well reacted top down, we call it. So once I saw he was hitting the flat, I was able to react pretty well. But yeah. All
do you get pretty critical of yourself whenever you're watching film again, or do you get like super critical, or do you just like, oh, I should have done this or that, or do you actually like really like kind of get really into like, wow, what am I doing here?
Yeah, I mean, I like to try and think I'm my biggest critic, so I look for every little thing I feel like in my technique to where it can improve, to at least just try to minimize the unforced errors and kind of just focus on the little things that I felt like I could have done better on, and obviously the big things too. So, but yeah, I definitely try to be critical of myself.
Okay, we got a comment here by Daniel Chickenmine, which is our co-host, who's not here yet. When do you have the most fun when you're on the field?
Oh man, I mean, I love just running around with the guys. So just being on the field is already just passion and love for me. But the most fun is in games. I mean, the crunch time, like late in game situations, that's really what it's all about. That's kind of, those moments are the ones you train for and the ones you live for and the ones you dream about. So just being in those situations, that's really kind of when the fun and the adrenaline rush starts to come in.
There you go. All right, let's keep watching. We got some more highlights from you. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I saw this. Oh, yeah. He just quarterback who? He just straight bull rushed the quarterback.
Yeah, nobody picked up on this one. Just came free.
So, guide us on that one. How did you? Was that a call that was like called by? Was that a coach call, or is that you just kind of seeing taking advantage of a play?
It was a sideline call that we kind of adjusted. We adjusted the blitzer to where it was me rather than the overhang linebacker. So it was me coming off the edge rather than the overhang linebacker. So yeah, once I saw I was on block, I just tried to go get him. Half second, he saw me a half second early, but yeah, no, definitely good
You know that man probably had a family, right?
Hey, he can't think about that on the field. He would have did the same to me.
No. Yeah, I totally would have. No, what was it? The coolest thing that I've heard one of the prospects say to us, right? Is like either you become the highlight or what is it?
You're in someone's side.
Or either you're the highlight or you're someone else's highlight, and that's kind of like what it is.
That's
And
awesome.
I was like, that's a good one. I like that one. All right, so this next one I really like because I'm just the scenery aspect of it, and it's the I think this is like a snow game. And I've always wanted to ask this question: how do you play in this type of snow? Like, let me show you what I'm talking about. Well, obviously you were there, but let me show you. Like, all right, look at it's just cover. Like how
Oh, damn.
yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I played it and I still don't know how you play in that type of stuff.
It's insane, but like the fact that you're still able to make these type of plays in the snow like that, like
I was coming to the sideline, like
yeah, look at that.
Me like jumping in the air, trying to like it got crazy out there at times. I won't lie to you. It was
look at that, like that angle alone, like
it was
that is. You come around from here from this side, and I mean you obviously helped, you blocked that pass, but still, dang, like
it was definitely crazy out there. And the hardest thing was just getting your feet and like getting any type of traction off of the ground. Like cutting was a trip. I will say.
I can imagine like the ball. Obviously, you can see the ball because it's dark brown, but like how much difficult is it? I guess just to play in those type of games and just either compared to like a rainy game or something like that.
It was really difficult. I feel like for us in particular because we played like an aggressive at Delaware. We played an aggressive brand of defense, so like getting up in somebody's face and just trying to mirror them in a blizzard, it was just you just felt like you were kind of slipping all over the place. So it was just getting your feet under you, like, and just trying to move athletically and just at all. Honestly, that's the biggest difficulty. But you can kind of tell those guys they at least seen that type of weather before, so they kind of got adjusted a little bit quicker than us. But playing in the blizzard was definitely
that's insane.
Adjusted to, but
and it was funny because we're from Texas, so like any little bit of snow, we're indoors already. Like, nope, not for us.
Nope.
And that's honestly how it should be, man. All that snow stuff. I'll say.
All right, just a few more, and then we'll get back to our. All right, so those uniforms are awesome, though. I like y'all's uniforms.
Yeah, those and our blue ones, I think, are my favorite ones.
Yeah. All right, what are y'all plotting over here?
Oh yeah, Towson was a big check with the sideline team when they tried to get us to see what we were in. Check to the sideline to switch, so we would do the same thing on defense.
Let's see, they'll give us a different angle. Okay, there it is. Okay. All right. So I see what you're talking about. He's like checking.
Yeah, once they see what defense we're in,
right?
Puts their play up.
Okay, the ball. Nope. You're like nope. Okay, first let me see that. So you just talking straight shit right there. How does that? What are you like? What are you like a trash talker or is that just kind of like it was just like in the game, in the game and the heat of the moment kind of a thing, or how does that work?
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could say I wasn't, but I like to play with a little bit of fire out there. And sometimes my mouth runs a little bit. I will say, but it's all just competitive spirit, just fun in the game. Yeah. It's all just in the moment stuff too. I'm not trying to get personal with guys, but I definitely talk a lot of mess if I get get up on you. I'll say.
Yeah, that's the funny thing is I'm looking at you and I'm like, bro, like you look like two completely different people. You out on the field and you just like right now just hanging out, vibing, and just kind of chilling right now. But
Gotta,
out there, you're like, I don't want to be out there with you.
gotta put the switch out there, man.
All right, we'll do one more highlight. Oh, sorry, Riz, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so right now he's he's the Harvard graduate on the field for Sherman.
Yeah, there you go. Right now, he's a Harvard graduate on the field. I'm from Delaware, bro. Yeah. All right, one more highlight. Let's see what you got. Let's see what's going on. All right. Let me see. I get a better angle. All right, so.
The form tackle. All right.
Yeah. Man, so I mean, you have a pretty impressive like highlight clip right there, man. Like it's awesome. Give me 1 second. Let me fix this. There you go. That's a very impressive highlight reel you got going on right there. It's you know, it definitely helps you for sure. But it's something that you could definitely be proud of, you know? And it's awesome. I love it. By the way, this is Topo Chico. I hope nobody's thinking that I'm just downing Dos Equis back and forth.
That's my job.
Yeah, it's your job. Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, the highlight tapes are always fun to make. It's cool to look back on those plays, see, culmination of what you and the guys are able to put together. So yeah, I love those plays, and I'm grateful with the season we had and the plays we were able to make. So my year at Delaware was definitely a lot of fun. Wouldn't trade it for the world.
Nice.
I guess at Delaware, who's y'all's biggest rival?
Villanova. The Battle of the Blue. That's the biggest game. We came up a little short this year. We're battling some major injuries during the game. Yeah, came out on the short end of the stick. But they were a good team, man. I will say, they had a lot of talent this year.
Can you tell us about how intense that rivalry gets?
That one it gets pretty intense. You get a lot of buy-in from both sides, both fan bases, both schools take it really seriously. So, and obviously the players play with a lot of pride. They play with pride. We play with pride. So, it definitely gets a little nasty out there. But like I said, it's that all great rivalries do. So, all great rivalries do. So, yeah.
Definitely, you see it out in the pros too. Every time you see a divisional rival like us, like we're Texans fans, so we see it with the Titans all the time, especially the Titans. It's on site it's on site, but
they stole our colors. Of course, it's always been good.
Yeah, there you go.
So,
but nonetheless, like it's like a rivalry. Obviously, brings out the best out of you. And do you feel like it brought out the best out of you during those games against Villanova? That game against Villanova, sorry.
Yeah, game against Villanova, even back at Harvard, I feel like I had pretty good performances against Yale, and just those kind of big rivalry games. They definitely, I feel like, brought the most out of me personally. Just trying to rise to those moments and rise to the occasions and feed off of the energy of the crowd and the team. Those are, in my opinion, the most fun games to play.
Yeah.
Awesome. So after looking at your tape, is there any corner you model your game after, past or present?
I like to watch a lot of guys film. My all-time favorite cornerback is Richard Sherman. He's somebody who, growing up, I just love watching him, and somebody I tried to model my game after because he was a longer corner and that type, and the smarter guy. So that type of thing. That I feel like that's a big need.
Look, you're really emulating him on that one. You got the smarter corner. You went to Ivy League school.
Hey, so
a year from now, he's gonna have dreadlocks, just like Richard Sherman.
Exactly.
LOD. Like LOD. Your own version of Legion of Doom.
Yeah, he's honestly a big reason why I talk trash out there sometimes too. Just seeing him do it. So. But yeah, him, Xavier Rhodes is another guy, bigger, longer corner who I felt like I tried to model my game after. But yeah, no, I watch a lot of top guys. Jalen Ramsey, obviously, he's the best of the best. Gilmore, Casey Hayward was somebody I also like growing up. So yeah, there's a lot of great corners up there.
It's true. That's true. Um, so for you, you went to Yale, of course, and then you head over
Oh,
to Harvard. Let me
Yeah,
ask
he
you.
went to
Sorry,
Harvard.
sorry, Yale. Sorry, Harvard, and then you went to Delaware. Let me ask you this: what do you look for in a coach, in a head coach, even going up to the next level here?
yeah,
What do you look for for a head coach? What makes a head coach, for in your opinion?
yeah. I mean, the defining characteristic of a head coach, I feel like, is just being. Are you a leader of men? Like, are you able to rally a group of guys to go to war at the end of the day? There's the X's and O's, and you could talk football, which are obviously important things that you have to have as a coach in general, knowledge of the game. But I feel like what separates the great coaches from those who aren't are they are they someone that the team wants to listen to? Is that somebody like who's able to captivate the team through speaking one-on-one conversation, addressing the team? I feel like that's why you got guys like Dan Campbell, who are some of the
Mhm.
more higher rated coaches in the league, and I feel like it has nothing really to do or less to do with the game and his knowledge of the game than really just his personality and his care and the kind of detailed detail he takes into just leading individuals. I feel like just being a leader. So I've been grateful to be around a lot of great head coaches. Coach Tim Murphy out of Harvard, he's a legend. Coach Cardi, he's one of the best young coaches in the FCS, soon to be FBS. So learning from
Mhm.
those guys and taking kind of the best qualities of them, and seeing how they were the success they were able to have. I feel like similar qualities, in the NFL, that NFL coaches would have. I feel like I would appreciate from them as well.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
So sticking with the topic of coaches, what's the best advice a coach has given you? It could be at any level, high school or college.
Just to kind of one coach from high school, he told me to just you got to be delusional out there sometimes, like, and that's honestly some of the best advice I'd ever gotten because especially as a corner, you're gonna get passes called on you. Stuff always isn't gonna go your way. You're gonna get bad calls or whatever, but just kind of having that just unrelenting confidence that the next play is going to go differently, and you're one of the best players out there, regardless of how what's going on. That I feel like that's carried me a long way.
Now that you bring up the subject of sometimes things aren't going to go your way.
Mhm.
How do you feel like your attitude towards, or how do you deal with a situation whenever, let's say, your team isn't having the best season, and everything just keeps happening to everything that can go wrong has gone wrong and will go wrong, and you're just not having a season? What do you do as an individual to either a motivate yourself or motivate your teammates around you, to make to try to get through the season as best as you possibly can?
Definitely. In situations like that, I feel like the best thing you can do is just bring great energy and body language to practice and to the facility each and every day. Because guys will feed off of that more than they feed off of the words or
Right.
uh, the speech that you'll hear in the locker room. Because at the end of the day, you won't remember everything that's been said to you. But if you physically see me out there, with great energy, a smile on my face, running around, giving max effort, regardless of the season we're having, that serves kind of as a reminder. I feel like to just stay grounded in the moment, stay grounded in the upcoming game, or focused on the task at hand that's in front of you, rather than focusing on what's happened in the past. Because at the end of the day, you can't change it, and you got to go out and got to go out there and work either way. So you can either do it with a bad attitude and pout about how the season has gone, or take that energy, refocus it, repurpose it, and use it to kind of motivate you for the upcoming games. I feel like.
Yeah, that's awesome. Exactly. I feel like if you come in with a negative mindset, like you
Yeah,
said, everybody else is going to feed in, especially after a while. You come in as a rookie, obviously you can't really have that negative mindset, right? Because
Yeah.
the veterans are going to get on you. But after a while, once you become the vet,
yeah,
everybody that looks to you feeds off of you, right? And then you just sending out that type of message, and I think that kind of affects the culture in the team, right?
definitely. And
Yeah.
even as a rookie, I mean, just I feel like guys will feed off of that type of energy from anyone. You
Yeah.
don't have to be the most vocal or established leader to bring great energy and great attitude. Anybody can do that.
Yeah.
So, like I said, what age did you know that you wanted to, like take, continue, like basically be like a football player full time? Like, when did you like fall in love with the game? Like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I mean, as a kid, I was always pretty good in little league and in middle school and things like that. So I fell in love with the game pretty early. When I was 9, I played on the team. I was like the quarterback, the
Oh,
running
nice.
back, the linebacker. So I was out there
Okay.
in every position. So once I did that, I realized I just liked being out there, liked the sport, like hitting, and really everything that came with playing football. So I figured pretty young that I wanted to do it. I didn't honestly, pursue it as a profession until my whenever COVID hit. So that would be like
Mhm.
freshman
About
year.
4 years, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like so. I was like 2020, my freshman year, almost the end of my freshman college season. So once COVID hit, I just figured didn't have anything better to do. Put all of my focus into just getting bigger, being a better athlete,
Yeah.
and I benefited because of it. And I had a pretty good season after coming back from COVID. Led the Ivy League in interception, return yards,
Yeah.
and the rest was history for me. So,
That's what's up.
Nice.
There you go.
thank you.
I'm gonna ask you my last question, and then we're gonna go over to trivia. I forgot to tell you about that. So we got trivia. It's
Uh,
just to test your knowledge of NFL. It means nothing.
okay.
You may gain some knowledge that you may have never known before in this game, and we'll go 5 rounds. It'll be you versus Rios.
Do it.
And how do you call it? And it's just random NFL questions. I'm on your side, so I want to make sure you beat his ass because he's a smart ass and I don't like him. He's just
Sir, he graduated from Harvard. This
right.
is
No,
help.
that's what I was gonna say.
I need
If you
help.
graduated from Harvard,
Nah, you
I
do
may
this.
not go as easy from you on you.
You got the whole podcast set up, man. You do this for real. I don't know.
Yeah, well, all right, we'll find out. But my last question to you, though, my last personal question to you is, I want you to think back, since you've been playing football, right? It's been a minute, of course. Out of you know this, can you tell me like how have the past teams that you've played for uh made you a much better player?
Yeah, I've been around a lot of great personalities and just meeting some of just my best friends in life through the sport
Mhm.
and really widening my mindset and widening my focus and I feel like football has really given me it's given me more life lessons than sports lessons than I can ever you know
Right.
I'll ever be able to repay back. Like just the camaraderie it brings and the discipline it takes and the fundamentals and just the kind of mental toughness it cultivates just because especially at the Division 1 level, at the college level, you learn so much more about yourself through being a college athlete, and you learn kind of what the true definition of hard work and just competition really is. And when you're growing up playing, it's more about fun and uh, just exercise and just being a kid. But when you get older, different elements start to be added. It becomes more of a business structure, and just kind of navigating that you really have to settle down, ground yourself, and you really learn about kind of who you are through being a college athlete.
There you go. Awesome answer. Rios, you got a last question before you all do trivia?
Yeah. So, on a lighter note, me and Carl's are big foodies. So,
Yeah.
about of the cities you've lived in, who has the best food?
Oh man, so it's a toss up between Boston and Detroit. I won't lie, but I feel like I got a slight edge to Boston just because I know I have some, at home bias. But yeah, no, at Boston, it was the best of everything. I feel like it was a big melting pot. So you got all different type of cultural foods there. My favorite was the Mexican food, personally. But like I said, you have like the Greek food.
We need you to come down to Texas as soon as you can. Houston, we got you. Okay. There's a thing about the Mexican food tasting a little different up north than it is down here in the south.
Well, okay, my bad. I had a sensitive spot. Okay,
my aunt makes some really good tacos and stuff. No, but further, like I'm telling you, there's a different vibe.
Oh, it is.
Every time you go.
I've had Mexican food on the East Coast. It was in Virginia.
Oh, that's different. That's different though. I feel like that's miles and miles different. I feel like, but yeah,
I did it a couple summers ago. My brother lives in Northern Cal.
Yeah.
So Northern Cal Mexican food tastes a lot different than Texas is Mexican food. California just has a different vibe to it. Right. Even though you're wondering, like, well, I mean, how different can it be? It's a tortilla with chicken or beef, whatever it is. I'm like, there is difference. There's a lot of differences in the sauces, the seasonings, the way that people do it. But don't get me wrong, I did like it. I wasn't going to complain about that, but there's something different about the Mexican food in Texas than it is in most states. But if you're ever in town, you let us know. We got you. Some real good, some straight up good Mexican food, man.
No, I don't doubt you. I'll definitely have to check it out next time I'm down.
So let's just take. I've never been to Boston, and that's one of my bucket lists to go. What would you recommend either me or Rios try if first time ever in Boston, like the go-to food immediately?
Oh, so probably, man, the go-to on the spot.
Yeah, like something like, you know what? I want to try something that's like, I want to say authentic to Boston, or something that's just like straight, like that says, a lot of people in Boston eat this. Like this is a traditionary dish.
Okay, so I feel like the Boston staple, as it was explained to me by people who are down there, is crab cakes. I'm personally not a huge fan of crab cakes, but crab cakes and I believe clams and just all types of seafood. Obviously, them being a coastal city, all types of seafoods are like their main dish. But yeah, man, I like I said, I like the Mexican food, the Greek food out there. But yeah, no, crab cakes and like oysters and clams, I feel like are their big dishes.
Gotcha. All right, I got you. So anything seafood basically related, that would be pretty good. All right, I'll take you up, and then once I go up there, like, man, this thing is trash up here. Okay. I'm kidding.
These crab cakes are terrible.
Watch he comes down here, he's like, man, this Mexican food sucks. You lying to me. All right, so let's get to our last part of our show, and it's NFL trivia. I love doing these with NFL draft prospects because it's just kind of like to say, hey, how much do you know? Right. And again, nobody wins anything out of it, but it's just, here it is. All right, so do you like to receive or do you like to defer over to Rios?
I will defer.
All right, Rios, your question. Which NFL team had the most wins in both the 80s and the 90s? And if you want multiple choice, it's only 5 questions, sorry, per person. So if you like multiple choice, I can completely do that as well. So Rios, I can repeat the question if you'd like.
Let me get multiple choice.
Multiple choice, okay. The question was again, which NFL team had the most wins in both the 80s and the 90s? Your multiple choice answers are A, the Cowboys, B, the 49ers, C, the Bengals, D, the Patriots.
I'm gonna go 49ers.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Correct. Yes, sir. It is the 49ers. All right. I was trying to throw a little curveball at you with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So 1 point for Rios. Okay. So it's the best out of best three, basically. All right. All right, Khalil, your turn. What is the only team to have an undefeated season in the Super Bowl era?
This includes postseason.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Went to the Super Bowl and all.
The Dolphins.
Final answer?
Final answer.
All right. Good job. Both of y'all got their first question correct. All right. Oh, this is good. I like that. See, and I didn't even go easy on them. Like I'm just throwing it. All right, Rios, we have a game now. All right. What is the only team? No, I got one. Okay. Rios. Which NFL team has won the most games of all time?
Let me get multiple choice.
Sure. The Green Bay Packers, the Chicago Bears, Arizona Cardinals, or the Texans.
The opposite of the Texans now. I'm gonna go with the Packers.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You got it. The Packers.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So that's 2 for Rios, 1 for Khalil. Okay, Khalil, let's tie this up. All right.
All right. Let's try.
All right. You're gonna like this one. What is the only team to have gone 0-16 in a single season?
Oh man, I wish I didn't know this one as intimately as I do, but yeah, it's the Lions. It's definitely the Lions.
Final answer?
Yeah, final
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah, that's the final answer. Game's all tied up. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was a low blow.
I was gonna ask you that question, Reels, first, and then I was like, no, never mind, because I was like, no, you know what? I'm gonna save that for Khalil. See if he got it. Yeah. Sorry, I had to troll it up a little bit. All right. Rios. All right. Who was the first African American quarterback to start in a Super Bowl?
Oh, I know he played for the team formerly known as the Redskins. I can't remember his name.
Correct.
I just can't remember his name. Let me get a multiple choice.
Okay. Warren Moon, Doug Williams, CJ Stroud. Trying to think of now. Obviously that's not Russell Wilson.
Doug Williams.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. All right. Rios is at 3. All right, Khalil.
Uh-oh.
You ready?
For all the marbles.
It really is for all the marbles.
Sweating here, man.
Sweating. All right. Nah, that's too easy. Okay. How many NFL teams' names are some kind of bird?
Oh man. Okay. Uh-oh. So we got. Hold on. You gotta give me a second here now.
Sure.
Gotta rake the memory.
Gotta put that Harvard education to work.
Ravens, the Eagles, the Hawks, Cards. Ravens, Eagles, Hawks, Cards. Hawks, Cardinals. There has to be more than 4. Can I get a multiple choice? I got.
All right. 4, 5, 6, or 7. When he said 4, I'm like, I'm just gonna.
All right. Oh man, so either
4, 5, 6, or 7.
Dang. I'm gonna go with 6.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Wrong. It's 5.
Oh,
Rios, you could say you defeated a Harvard graduate in trivia.
Nah,
I'm putting that on my
That's on your
LinkedIn
resume.
right now.
He's gonna drink to that tonight. Watch.
So besides Japanese translator, I now defeated a Harvard graduate.
Yes.
What a time to be alive.
So Khalil, it's 5. It's the Atlanta Falcons, Philadelphia Eagles, Seattle Seahawks, Baltimore Ravens, and the Arizona Cardinals.
Definitely forgot the Falcons.
Yeah,
that's me.
Okay,
All right.
a lot of people do.
I would have get 7. So
hey, it's all good. You do this every week, man. I was the underdog here.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Well, I mean, last week they got some. We had a guest co-host because our other co-host didn't show up. Surprise, surprise. So we had a guest co-host, and so he went against him. So that was pretty fun. But yeah, it's pretty good. So yeah, did you know the Lombardi Trophy only weighs 7 pounds?
I didn't.
Yeah, that's what we
I
found
didn't
out.
either.
That.
Yeah, because it looks
heavier,
heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing that's the one impressive thing that I've learned throughout this trivia thing. That the Lombardi Trophy is weighs only 7 pounds. We're like, what? We thought at least a good 20 or so. That's what we thought. But
honestly, I feel like that's kind of underwhelming. Geez.
Yeah, it really is.
Right?
In there, huh?
Because you see him holding it with 2 hands, like it's really heavy. I'm like, no, it's 7 pounds. Like,
yeah, man, the heaviest 7 pounds you can think of.
I see.
It's like that question: what weighs more, a pound of feathers or a pound of quarters? Yeah, clearly the feathers. No. Anyway, hey Khalil, I do want to say, man, I appreciate you joining us on the show. It was great having you on. We want to make sure that people follow you through your journey to the next level. And you just have the best road to get into the next level as possible. So please, guys, follow Khalil Dawsey on his Instagram account at Khalil.Dawsey, and of course his X, Twitter, whatever Elon is calling it this week, at Khalil the Thrill. Follow him there. Again, awesome video.
Dude, that is an awesome nickname, man.
Can you tell? All right, last question. Can you tell us the reason behind the screen name here?
So yeah, kind of the season I was telling you, when I was 9, I played a lot of different positions. I played running back, quarterback, receiver, linebacker, edge rusher, that type of thing. So just I was all over the field, and the coaches, they started calling me the Thrill, and kind of me, and I just
nice.
Hey, that's a much better nickname than our old screen names when we were in high school. Let's not go there, real. A lot of them ended with 69 for some reason, but nonetheless, those were the days. Now, hey man, I really appreciate you joining us on the show. You're an awesome guest, and in all seriousness, we do wish you the best of luck in your journey into the next level, wherever the roads may lead you, to the NFL or anywhere, man. We're wishing you the best. So again, follow Khalil Dawsey on his Instagram at Khalil.Dawsey, and of course on his X account at Khalil the Thrill. Follow him up, man. Anything else you'd like to say for our followers and your followers as well, Khalil?
I mean, this is a great podcast, Just Fans Podcast. Make sure you guys tune in, man. This is great. It's awesome what you guys have been doing, and just thank you for having me. This was a lot of fun.
Hey man, no problem. I appreciate you. Also, want to give a big shout out to our friends at Full Steam Ahead. They do awesome Houston Astros podcasting, man. Everything you need to know for the Houston Astros, please watch at Full Steam Ahead. Great group of guys, part of RS Skina. Check them out, guys. Please, seriously, these guys are top notch. Just some of the best reporting out there for the Houston Astros. Check them out. But again, Khalil, man, thank you so much. Don't go just yet. We're gonna end the show though. We'll talk a little bit after. All right, guys. Thank you. That's gonna be it for us today. Check us out on our new show on on the LTS network, Sports Space City Sports Talk. It's me and Rios, and whenever Poppy decides to show up, that'll be him. If he decides. So check us out, man. That's going to be Wednesdays live on the Let's Talk Sports Network channel. For Carlos and Rios, that's going to be it for us tonight. Thank you guys for joining us, and see you when we see you. Peace.
Sayonara.
Southwest A-League, Texas, throw down here and it's so infectious. We ride for the Houston Astros, Rockets, Dynamo, and them Texans. If you ain't never been down here, but rule number one, you gon' respect this. Just fans in my speakers, new one drop, they bout to bless us. I might right through the SWAT, playing just fans right through your spot. Look, and I don't know what you thought, but right here, dog, we gon' rep the squad. Got HU, I might fit it, then on my jersey, you